What is it, Torgal? Clive.
That's him. He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know. Where is he?
Nowhere to be seen.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Ffxvi's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have. He'd need the power of the Phoenix. Thank you, Joshua.
Are you sure about this?
Nevermore. Another gate. Let's see if this one opens. Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Jill?
What do we do?
The usual. Stay down! It's over! That's it. More trouble. Stay down. That's enough. Stay down. It's over. How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Let's make this quick. Stay down. That's enough. Looks like it could take a beating.
Then let's give it one.
Not this time.
of this makes sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
There's a good boy. My wounds, boy! Not this time. full like the rest.
It's over.
Not this time.
Flames! Stay down!
I don't like this.
Seems the feeling's mutual.
That's better.
This time.
drawing in energy.
Not for long, it isn't. With me.
There! It's down!
This is our chance.
It's done.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is. right then. Not this time. Not this time. Wasn't like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
Look out! That's enough. Stay down.
Lights.
Well, that did something. What have we here?
a fallen wonder.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
Seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god?
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you? What?
I'm back.
Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop!
I did this. I killed him.
Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua.
sorry. I failed you.
Joshua died. I killed him.
And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything.
And now? Are you ready to accept the truth?
I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Ffxvi. Show me who you truly are.
the truth's staring right at you.
Come on, Clive. Face your fears. Not this time. Not this time.
Escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all.
Jest noc, Joel Bertone. Była Jezu Karolina. Całe szynie.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said... He said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Well, find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to out. Now!
Yes, yes, my lord.
Benedicta.
So, what next?
We return to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then. Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
What's this? Another relic of the Fallen.
What happened here?
Imperials! You'll pay for this!
We've got a live one!
What are you doing here? Answer me!
Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
You're finished!
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die one!
Kill all the ducal dogs!
Dogs! We're innocent people! That's enough! Stay here! There's a good boy. It's over. Put them all to the sword! Bearer or no!
Garuda, Ledger! You're finished!
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annibella's command!
My mother ordered this. Why?
Clive,
I know. You can wait. This time. I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late. Gav. Clive. Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh?
We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise... bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Yes? What? Going purse weighing you down? Is that all?
Well? So, what'll it be? And how am I meant to do that, then? Anything else?
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breathe.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness, and in turn salvation, can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. be they? Bearers or beggars. Most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they... to deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the cap. Granaries before winter.
If there is... the capital by then. The black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings,
We are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we have sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so... of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem? Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather.
Wanted to send a message, most likely.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies.
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the book. If you can find everything and if you can find...
If it's there.
Wonderful. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter went long. Very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Clive, was it?
Otto barking at his lot earlier.
He's never this. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, the hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she... Wait. You were...
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you.
I'll do what I can.
Oh.
What can you tell me about...
His name is Randall. And I suspect you'll find he's been working for Quinton, the tavern.
I'll speak to him.
Safe chap.
That'll be enough for today. We don't need you. But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege.
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago.
Randall, you say? The port... Though, thinking about...
I'll go and look for...
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here. I do hope nothing's happened.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I'd better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well. Ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby.
Can't say I have, so...
Well...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth. No idea if it...
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing. Seemed well looked...
To the village, then.
Back, are you? Did Master Quinton summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you did to them.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened. Goblins. Why am I not surprised? Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate.
Of course. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work.
Because it helped keep the hideaway of...
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of... And I suppose you're none too...
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Maybe I should just own up to Otto and Sid. Oh, there you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto...
Found the things you dropped.
I was so sure that...
Only a little worse for what?
No more skulking about in the shadow, and all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid safe.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless... So I'd say you did us both a service. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once...
Clive! You're all right! I thought you might be... Ah!
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you...
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot having... On second... Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the Royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time,
another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. But that's God's feet. Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion, with a fair wind behind them. A handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Orif. Is making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme, lucky for you.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service, and Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Oh, and there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the... reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say... Anything catch your eye?
Oh, you're Sid's man. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance.
It depends.
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep at...
They're probably terrible.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open so.
I can...
That'll do. Tell them they're safe, and that if they...
I'll let them...
Appreciate it. They're sitting over...
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you. I won't be long.
But how did the grocer know his daughter was? Sun's setting fast. Can I have
I'll have 2 plates of whatever...
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to...
It's not for me.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a couple in that case. You may have whatever you require. Take all?
That's really all it takes. One.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quentin commands that none of his favoured guests. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all...
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat, and no one shouted. We ate, and...
I know.
You're free now. And the next time...
Thank you.
What happens to us now?
Master Quentin will never forgive me if I don't save that crop. I want no... Wait, that's... Ah, glory to Grieg. If you're a friend of Master Quentin's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lost Wing's pride and joy, has been...
And you need someone to solve your pest...
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the... I suppose the smell's got them worked up. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, you look like you can handle that blade of yours. Please.
All right. That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble. Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quentin's man know.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quentin would have had my head if I'd... Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our... The vineyards were Master Quentin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work. A place where the...
Well...
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking...
The tavern. It's done for. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna... When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed.
All right. How many were...
I was out of the door. They looked a nasty bunch, though.
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Huh? Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we... Get him, lads. I want that blade.
It's over with.
It's over.
You lose.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is. The hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants wouldn't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
There he is, the man of the hour. You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was... takes a brave man to march into danger out of the good...
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. Oh, if we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
That'll be enough for today.
Northry.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south. A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
The fruit's not in.
Do you see anything you like? I'll be here if you need me.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth!
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Well then, I suppose you're...
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly...
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do you. Oh. Proof of that trust, and hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find...
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's open.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with her. Did she say?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who'd followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in.
This man from the garrison.
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got...
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Fine.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Don't tell me.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. Might I trouble you for some assistance?
And who exactly would I be?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my... There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only...
Nothing dangerous.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are, and though I cannot prevent you from strongly.
The markets are up.
Sergeant's got it in for us to. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more...
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of...
I dare say those ways of How about it, Branded?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are. Robin and I need to know the Dame's being properly...
Fine. If it'll...
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding... Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. So you know one end of a blade from here.
Damn it!
No. I yield. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How the bearer win the dame's favour, innit?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Still got potential. I'll give you that.
It's over.
I'll be damned.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to...
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale, as unlikely as it may seem. There are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers...
All right. But what do you want?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers. And yet many would see that not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces, and despite my best attempts at secrecy. My efforts to dole out comestibles, which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could...
Fine.
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not... Here, deliver these, but keep... What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the 3 bearers, overworked and not...
It's no wonder so many die before...
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, A word in the ear of one of the dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the cap...
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
Are you waiting for it to heal and
Looks like now's not the time.
It's not been half a moon since Bellamy's tour.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him.
That's something at least. I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. You need to leave. Now.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not...
That's the day done then.
No one's allowed through the gate.
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
There's nothing here for your kind,
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the masters.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. Here.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Each one is handcrafted from the finest.
I have no business with Brand.
Well, I have business with you. A packet.
I do not know you.
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs.
Fine. This is lighter than usual.
Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars?
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
What did you say was in these pies again?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink?
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
We've the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne. That's the day done then.
Word is that the legions are ready.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
It looks like you need it. The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones.
And what of your own hurts?
Don't wait. That's what my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
All right. Are you here for business?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me...
Ah, so he found someone just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him.
So he really is a Chamberlain?
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treated...
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot.
Well then, I suppose you're...
Heard the bones fell favourite.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the Dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The Dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
For moon since Bellen's tour.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
The markets are open.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
That's enough for today, Branded.
Go on! Back to the beach!
That's enough dallying, you.
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
You, Branded! Here, now! You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? Well, don't just stand there.
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a Branded with us. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Stay down!
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this, before it happens again.
You, Branded, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far. You are the entertainment, nothing more.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you. He talks too much. It's not right.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master.
That unlucky wretch would be the dame. I can summon her if you like. Though I doubt she would welcome the interruption.
You serve the dame. Why would a woman of her caliber...
You look afraid. Well, how do you think those bearers in the field felt? Can you imagine that? From the look of you, I'd say you're starting to get an idea of the first. Now, if you need help with the second...
Father, he's scaring me.
You think to threaten us, Branded?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one?
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With...
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. That much I can do it. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, it's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
You heard me. Shift your asses.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are... Oh, she must be starving too.
In that case... That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. Handing-outs. Why should I help you, eh?
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet.
Chloe, is it? Ah, last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when...
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle brand...
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that... someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Oi, don't touch anything. What do you want? Not enough for you? Pity that.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't...
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you...
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of...
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb. Oh,
and do you know where he went off?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happened...
My thanks.
Not at all. Be sure and tell her, won't you?
You are fortunate to have fallen into the Dame's good graces, but her influence reigns.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village. Damn it all. Bodies. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You... Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with the Dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the Dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the Dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
If it was a
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell. I was on my way to...
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrec.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
Won't be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change. Come on, this way. Try to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Don't worry, the passage is empty. All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
Uncivil man for reaching the sanctum, so shut your gob and keep your eyes open.
They're not from the garrison.
I swear this passage used to be.
Of course it did.
Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans. They never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
But all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
Captain!
To arms, men! And summon the cannoneer! At once!
It's over!
The moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
You're a talker.
Then let's shut him up.
Feel that? Something in the air.
Ether. It's ether.
Then we better make this quick.
There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment. Not this time. Need to end this quickly. That's better.
get none in return. There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment. Too slow. Not this time. Too slow. Too slow. Not this time.
I'll never get used to that. Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Come on.
Guard duty's a death sentence in this place. Not that Silver. Just a cat. Deep of the blessing, my friends. You've said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits.
Sid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick. The ether won't...